Hot Chocolate all over the world, and you know how we do it week after week. We're here to inspire you to your greatness, to help you to find your purpose, and to walk in the destiny that God has called you to. At the end of this show, you're going to be inspired to do you, but only on a greater level. Every week, my aim, my goal, my purpose for talking to you is to help you to move from where you are to God's ultimate plan for you, and it's far greater than what you know about. So, yes, again, I am Hot Chocolate all over the world, and I love inspiring you to your greatness. And it keeps me going in knowing that there's always something more, and everybody has a story. You know, I love the glory of things, but it's the story that is the meat that takes us to the levels that we need. So I'm excited because you know me, I am not by myself. I am so thrilled because what I love is to see people doing what God has called them to do on its greatest level for that season. I always say every season has a different level. And my guest today is doing what God's called her to do on the right level, in the right season, at the right time. It's going to inspire you to your greatness. She's not just a guest. She's my family. She's my friend. And she is an entrepreneur. April Talbert. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I am just thrilled about you.
Thank you.
I really, really am. I
Thank
brag
you.
about you. I tell others about you. So now I get to tell the world about you. How about that?
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason I'm inspired is because you don't quit, you don't settle, and you're always moving. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I want to talk about what's around you.
Okay.
How long now have you been an entrepreneur?
I have been an entrepreneur for almost 9 years.
9 years.
9 years. Yes.
With a college degree,
With a college degree.
doing things your way.
My way.
Awesome, awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Let's talk about your latest project and what brought you here.
Well, my latest project is Gabby Grace Boutique.
Yes, yes. I think I have something that says that.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Gabby Grace is the boutique for the stylish, classy woman.
I love that.
The mother that wants to still look good
Uh-huh.
and trendy,
Yeah.
but still classically.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
So the things that I carry are things that you can wear to church, you can wear to your job,
Okay.
you can flip them, wear them for a date night, you can wear them out with your girlfriends.
I
You
love
know,
that.
so
I love it.
that's the theme behind the boutique. You
The
know,
theme
just
behind it. Okay.
timelessly classic.
Timelessly classic.
Mhm.
I love that. In fact, I'm wearing something that I would say is timelessly classic.
Yes.
Because it works.
Yes.
Honestly, this is the truth. This morning I thought about this piece and I said, what am I going to do? And I looked at it and I said, it goes with everything.
It does.
Yeah, I had pants at 1st.
Uh-huh.
I had jeans. I had slacks. I thought about a long skirt. And then I came up with the leggings because it just works.
Yes.
But it's not just this piece like that.
Mhm.
Gabby Grace works with a whole lot of things.
Yes, and that's the point. Just like this piece here, when I first wore it, I wore it with
love it.
leggings.
Wow.
But when I modeled it for the boutique,
Okay.
I put it with the sequin skirt
Yeah.
for a more holiday look.
I love this. I love this is party. This is church.
Yes.
You know, this is, oh, I want to be cute for my husband.
Uh-huh.
I love that. I love
Yep.
that. Now let's talk about your journey. I love this, and we're going to talk about your pieces.
Okay.
But how did Gabby Grace become a reality? Because you didn't start there.
I did not. Gabby Grace was formed in September of 2016.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was a professional photographer.
Okay.
Okay, but my skills and talents in
Mhm.
photography brought me actually to where I am with the boutique. So I
Wow.
was in corporate America, and
Okay.
in 2009 I'd had it.
Wow.
I
Like a
had
lot
it.
of people.
I'd had
Yeah.
it. I have an amazing support system in my
Right.
husband. So it was difficult going from 2 incomes to 1 income, but
Okay.
he supported me in my decision.
Awesome. That
And
is so important.
It is.
So
It
important.
is. And I left corporate America. I picked up my camera and I never turned back.
Wow. So, okay, what did you major in? What did you
Marketing.
Major in? A bachelor's in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you went from corporate America, from a
Mhm.
bachelor's in marketing,
Mm-hmm.
to corporate America,
Mm-hmm.
to becoming a photographer.
Yes.
Did you have photography experience?
I did not.
Wow, you had
No,
courage
no,
though.
I did.
You had courage. How did that happen?
I went to Vegas with some girlfriends.
Okay.
And we were on the 32nd floor of the
Okay.
hotel. And my
Hi.
friend, yes, she had a camera with a zoom lens.
Wow.
And we zoomed down and we actually saw a man digging in his nose from the 32nd
Wow.
floor through the camera lens. I said, you know what? I'm getting that camera when I get home.
Wow.
So when I got home, I went and bought that camera immediately. I did not
Wow.
have any money from Vegas,
Okay.
but I put the camera on a credit card and I said, what I'm gonna
Wow.
do is charge $50 for anything you want. You could get married for $50.
Wow.
You know what that means.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
You can get married for $50, your children, your personal photo shoot, whatever you wanted for $50. I said, all I want to do is make up the money from this camera.
Well, I just hate it. I did not know you.
I know.
You were doing that during the time of my wedding. It happened a little too soon
A little-
for you.
yeah,
Wow, $50.
$50.
Wow, you had a vision.
Mhm.
You took a chance.
Mhm.
You had courage,
Mhm.
and you decided with no experience.
None.
Because see, there's somebody watching us who's saying, "But I don't know how, and I don't have the money." And you had all of that going on, but you
Mhm.
did it anyway.
Mhm.
And you taught yourself.
I did self-taught.
Wow.
I like to say no formal training because I
Okay.
did not get a degree,
Mhm.
but I did a lot of continuing education, workshops, conferences.
Awesome.
You have to invest in yourself
Right.
in order to go to the next level.
Definitely, definitely. So you were in Vegas. You looked through a camera lens. You zoomed down to
Mhm.
somebody digging in their
Yes,
nose,
yes,
and you had a wow moment, an epiphany.
yes. I
in
just
your
wanted
life.
the camera.
Wow.
I just wanted the camera. I had no intentions of going into photography.
Wow.
So in the 6-month period, that was in March
Mhm.
2009. In October 2009, I had paid for my camera, and I had a clientele that was big enough to walk off my job.
Wow.
In
And that
6
was
months.
6 months. You took a chance.
I did.
Wow. Did you enjoy it
I did. I loved it.
more than corporate America?
Of course,
Wow. So it became your passion?
it did.
Wow.
It did.
Wow. Tell me some of the stages you went through in understanding that, hey, I'm walking away from corporate America. This is not what I have a degree in.
Mhm.
Did you have any setbacks? Did you have any moments of what am I doing?
Of course.
Okay.
I had plenty of moments of what am I doing. I had a lot of moments of self-doubt.
Okay.
I had a lot of moments of
Mm.
comparing myself to others.
Wow.
I had a lot of moments of I need to go back to work because we need 2 incomes. We
Right.
built this lifestyle off
Right.
of 2 incomes. I had a lot of moments like that, but I had to put myself in check and realize that people grow in stages.
They do.
You know,
We do.
rarely do people go from the bottom to the top instantly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I took my time. I learned what I needed to learn. I had an amazing support system in my church family.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
100% of my clients came from
Wow.
church.
Let's do a church plug right here.
Okay, New Growth in Christ Christian Center, where my
Awesome.
pastor is Bishop Sidney P. Malone.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, New Growth. Awesome, awesome. And so you had a support system. You were able to overcome your challenges.
Mhm.
Did you ever, before we get to the Gabby Grace
Mhm.
stage of where you are, did you ever want to quit?
Oh, yes.
How did you not?
I had encouragement. I had mentors.
Key.
Yes, yes. And I had mentors not just in the city.
Okay.
That was a key thing for me because a lot of times you can face a lot of competition when you're
Right.
in the same market,
Absolutely.
when you can reach the same audience.
Mhm.
So I reached out to a girlfriend of mine who was living in California at the time,
Okay.
and she hooked me up with a girl who's in Seattle, Washington. And she single-handedly changed my business.
Wow.
She did.
So was it her advice? Was
I
it her
attend-
perspective?
I attended a conference.
Okay.
Actually, the first thing I attended was a workshop. It was a
Okay.
small group of 4 people.
Mhm.
And just to see her operate, she has a child the same age
Wow.
as my baby, and she's married, and she had so much faith, so much gusto, so much passion. And I'm like, we are kind of living simultaneous lives,
Mhm.
except her husband is in business with her. But we were kind of going on the same path, and she's younger than me, and I'm like, if she can do it, why can't I?
Wow, wow. So you had support,
Mhm.
you had mentors,
Mhm.
you reached out, so you did what you had to do. You
Yes.
did the legwork.
Yes.
And you decided you wanted something greater than just a camera and a
Mhm.
couple of people here and there.
Yes.
You wanted to make a career out of
Yes.
it, and you did that.
I wanted to perfect my craft.
Awesome.
And that's very important.
It is.
I didn't want to be one of those people that had a camera and said I was a photographer.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Absolutely. So tell us about your clientele. About how big did it grow over time?
Oh, wow. I probably ended with about 300 clients.
Awesome.
And repeat clients. I
Awesome.
had clients that came to me 3 or 4 times a year, clients that grew
Yeah.
with me. I was their engagement photographer, I was their wedding photographer, I was their maternity photographer, I'm
That
their
is
newborn photographer,
Yeah.
the baby's first birthday, like everything.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you did this for how long?
I did it for 8 years. This is actually my last year.
Wow.
This is my
Wow,
last
8
year. I
is the
just
number.
finished my last wedding.
Wow, 8,
Yes.
number of new beginnings.
Yes.
How about
Look
that?
at
Yeah.
that.
Revelatory moment. So
Yeah.
you did this for 8 years,
Mhm.
and then something else must have stirred in
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yes. I decided to birth Gabby Grace as a children's line.
Okay.
I don't know why, probably because I have a little girl, and
That
I'm
was
like,
probably did. Yeah.
and I'm like, I want to have cute clothes for my baby.
Mhm.
So I started off as a children's line, a little girls line, and people did not receive it as well as I thought.
Okay.
So that
Disappointment. Was that
it
a
was disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to quit. I really
Okay.
did. And I kind of did quit.
Okay.
I kind of did quit.
Okay.
I put it on the back burner.
Okay.
And then I had another cousin
Mhm.
of mine who came to me and she said, I think I want to do something like this. She wanted to open a store where you can come and sip wine and shop and things like that. And I said, well, why don't we kind of convert what I have
Mhm.
into your vision and kind of like see if we can mesh and make this work. And she was like, I don't know. She works a full-time job.
Wow.
Well, I said, you know what? I feel like if I shop for me,
Mhm.
then people will buy what's left over.
Awesome. And I want to tell this complete story, and we're going to tell it in just a few moments. I'm so glad to be here with April Talbert, Gabby Grace Boutique. You got to shop there. You got to experience her greatness. This is Hot Chocolate all over the world.
Hi.
Hi. Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
TTEN.
Staying with Hot Chocolate, maybe you're just following us, coming in, but we're so excited today because we're interviewing April Talbert, CEO, owner, entrepreneur of Gabby Grace Boutique, and we're telling her story because her story may have some significance for your story, whether you started your story, you're thinking about a story, or you're just ready to launch and don't know what to do. We're so excited to have you with us, April.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. You were telling us how you went from from a degree
Yes.
to corporate America,
Yes.
where a lot of people get stuck, not always
Yes.
because they want to be there,
Yes.
but they don't know what to do. They don't know what else to do or how to transition into their passion. And you became a photographer, almost on a whim,
Yes.
but it was God's moment for you.
Yes.
Yeah, and it brought you to this moment, owning your own boutique with Gabby Grace,
Yes.
without having success at the beginning of it. Yeah, you started off with a children's clothing line,
Yes.
and it wasn't really as successful as you wanted it to
No,
be.
it wasn't.
So how did you not quit though?
Because I had to do something. I will tell you this, you have people doubting you
All the time.
all around you.
Absolutely.
And you have people that say you start this,
Mhm.
but you never finish.
Right.
and you take off here, but then you slow down. And that's actually why I stuck with photography, because I had done several things prior to that, event planning, a couple of other things that I did prior to that. And my husband is actually the one that challenged me.
Wow.
He
What did
challenged
he say?
me. He said, "You're not gonna stick to it."
Wow.
Oh, really? I'm not gonna stick to it. Okay,
Wow,
I'll
okay.
show you.
Yeah.
So that pushed me, and it wasn't in a negative manner.
Wow. But it became your motivation.
It did. It became my motivation
It
to
challenged
keep
you to be consistent.
Yes,
Yeah,
consistency.
to become a finisher.
Yes,
How about that?
yes.
So thank you, Odie. Thank you. Because it brought us to this point.
Yes. So fast forward.
Yeah.
Fast
so
forward.
understanding that you and your cousin kind of merged, and what happened at that point?
Well, we said, like I said, if I shop for myself and my style and what I like, I think people will kind of gravitate to it. So that's what I did. And we started off together, and it was wonderful. But like I said, she has a full-time job, and I did not. I was doing my photography, so I worked from home, so I had the time and the flexibility to really grind and put in the midnight oil and, you know, things like that. And this is where I say my talents in my prior life did everything for this boutique.
Wow.
Because I have a marketing degree. What do you have to do in business?
Market.
You have to market.
Wow.
You
How
market.
about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You market yourself. You market
Absolutely.
your product.
Absolutely.
You market your brand.
And you're always on camera
I am.
with your clothes, your
I
brand.
am.
So the photography.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is absolutely awesome.
It was
So
an
the-
easy transition.
Wow. So how did you go, when people go to Gabby Grace Boutique, they'll notice you're in most shots.
Yes.
Yeah. How
Yes.
did you make that decision? Because a lot of people are afraid to celebrate the beauty or the greatness that God has given them. So how did you make that decision?
Well, me being in photography, aesthetics are important to me.
Okay.
So initially, I was using stock images.
Wow.
So I was using the images that the companies, the vendors allowed me to use when I purchased a product. Things weren't moving.
Okay. Wow.
They weren't moving.
So you understood change was important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I said, you know what? Basically, my clientele in the beginning is my clientele from photography because they know me.
Wow.
They trust me.
Yes.
They trust that I'm not going to sell them a bogus product. I'm not going to sell them something that's cheap, something
Right.
that I wouldn't wear.
Absolutely.
Okay? So I knew that my clientele was that. And my clientele, primarily African American,
Okay.
we have curves.
Yes,
Okay?
we do.
We have
Yes, we do.
yes, we have thickness. So I said, you know what? They are not buying because they don't see a true representation.
Wow.
Okay? So I decided to step in, even though I did not want to. I
Really?
did not know. I've been
Wow.
behind the camera for so long
Wow. Okay.
that it was challenging for me to step in front of
Wow.
the
And
camera.
you seem like a natural.
I'm not.
But that's such a key point because so many people stop because of what's not comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're able, once again, because that's what this show is about, overcoming and becoming full in your greatness no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you decided to go in front of the camera?
I did. I said, you know what? Let me get in front of this camera and
Wow.
show people me. Show people my curves.
Okay.
Show people the beauty of me
Mhm.
and what I have.
Wow.
And they can see themselves in it.
Awesome. And it worked.
It did.
Wow.
It did. It really did. And it also motivated me to be a better me.
Wow.
Because a lot of these clothes only come to large.
Wow. Okay.
So in order for me to fit in that
Mhm.
large,
you had to work on
I
yourself.
had to work on me.
Wow. There's so many blessings, April, and there's so much fruit in making a move. You know, most of the time we only see the surface. You just saw, I need to be an entrepreneur, I need another income, I need to walk into something and then continue in it. But through that, you changed your body, you changed your income.
I did.
You know, you created a brand, you did something you had never done, and you were able to eventually, and you are bringing everything in from your college years to now. Wow.
Yeah.
So, who walked out of your life in the process?
You know, and this is God,
Mhm.
I have never really had people around me that weren't necessarily for me.
Now, you're very blessed.
I am.
You are very blessed.
I am.
That is not the average story.
It's not.
No, I promise you it's not.
It's not.
Wow.
It's
so
not.
you've been graced with people who love you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
And,
awesome.
you know, my mother-in-law, and I will never forget this.
Mhm.
She told me you have to meet people where they are.
Absolutely.
And that's why a lot of people don't leave my life. Because I know how to handle a person where they are. I know how
Awesome.
to deal with you where you are.
Where you are.
And I've not had that story where I had to
Wow.
fall out with people or
Yeah.
people are challenged or threatened by my
Yeah.
success. I have
You've been extremely blessed.
Yeah, I have.
I say kudos to you because most of us, in fact, I don't know anyone else with that story except maybe your mother-in-law.
Yes.
She did.
Yes.
So maybe her anointing rubbed
Yes.
off into your life.
Yes.
But that's awesome. But I do want to pause and say, to people who have had people to walk out of your life, you can keep going. You can still make it, and you can love them even if you have to do it from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go after what God has given. So you've been graced with people who do love you. So I want to go back to one thing. You said you almost gave up at one point.
Mhm.
Give us 3 things that caused you not to give up.
I have a family.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And although my husband is the breadwinner, he's
Mhm.
the financial support, he's the
Mhm.
provider, we built a lifestyle,
Right.
so I knew that I had to do my part, even if it was just that much.
Mhm.
So that was one thing.
Okay.
The fact that people expect you to quit.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
People expect you to quit. They
They do.
expect you to fail
They do.
so that they can rise above you.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah. So that drove me.
Mhm.
And thirdly, because I want to build an empire and a legacy.
That's
And I
awesome.
can't do that quitting.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. Let me ask you this before we continue. Is there anyone else in your family doing this?
Doing the boutique
Mhm.
thing, I don't think so.
Because that's important. You know, a lot of people are stuck in just what mama did,
Mhm.
grandmama did.
Mhm.
You know, I work in rural areas, and so much of what I see is based on what their ancestors did,
Mhm.
what generations behind them did. So you're able to do this because this is your God-given talent,
Yes.
your God-given passion.
Yes.
Wow. And let's talk about how you have been able to make it work on this level and how you had to grow your customer base. And did they just come running?
Again, it transferred over from photography.
Okay.
People have to trust you.
They do.
At some level,
Mhm.
they have to begin to trust you.
Right.
So I had a good support system from photography of people that trusted me. So
Wow.
if you trust a person, what are you
Mhm.
gonna do? Tell your friends to trust that person.
Absolutely. So it's been word of mouth.
It's been word of mouth. I have
Wow.
not paid, Facebook ads,
Yeah.
maybe $100.
Wow.
But I do not pay for marketing generally.
Wow.
I get out there and I market myself.
Wow. They fall in love with you and fall in love with your product.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you piece things together as we're about to kind of wrap it up? I want to make sure that our viewers understand how to get in touch with you
Mhm.
and what you can do for them, because a lot of people look and say, I can't make that happen. I don't know what to do.
I give options.
I like
I
that.
give options. A lot of times, if you follow me on Instagram at
Mhm.
Gabby Grace Boutique,
Mhm.
you will see that I will mix and mingle. I will change things up.
Okay.
So, for instance, if I model this, I'll model it like this, but
Mhm.
then I'll model it with the jeans on. I may
Oh, I
model
love
it with
that.
the vest on.
Yeah.
And a lot of my clients say, I want to see how you do it. And they'll send me a
Awesome.
picture
Okay.
of how they did a replica of
Okay.
it. Mhm.
That's awesome.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I don't generally sell full outfits. Like the dress here, it's
Okay.
a dress.
It's
It's
a
the whole
dress.
thing.
Right.
But with this piece, it's just the shirt.
Mhm.
But again, I'm gonna give you options. You may not have this skirt in your closet.
Exactly.
But you know that you can put a skirt with it. You can
Yeah.
put a black skirt with it. You can put a
Awesome.
green skirt with
Yeah.
it. You know?
So you kind of inspire the greatness in your clients as well.
yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people are afraid to shop for themselves, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. I know, right?
That's crazy.
I hear it all the time. I hear women say, I hate to shop. I don't know what to buy. I hear that. So you kind of coach a person,
A little.
yeah, into what works for them. And let's talk about how to get in touch with Gabby Grace. Is it brick and mortar? Is it online?
It's online.
Tell us what we need to do to find. And
And the shoes, yes.
This is new.
Yes, this is new.
Yes, her new baby.
Shoes.
Awesome, awesome. Love it.
You know, I'm not brick and mortar, and I don't
Okay.
know if I'll ever go brick and mortar
I like that.
because I believe in keeping the costs low and being affordable.
Mhm.
I see some boutiques that sell the same thing that I do, and they have to sell it at that price because they have overhead.
Right.
They have to stay afloat. They have to make a profit.
Yeah.
So I choose personally to just be online. I'm
love
reachable,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
touchable, it's affordable, you can ask me questions,
Absolutely.
you know, so I prefer to be that way. But the website is GabbyGraceBoutique.com.
GabbyGraceBoutique.com. Okay.
Yes. And everything is the same flow. Facebook is Gabby Grace Boutique.
Gabby Grace Boutique.
Instagram is at Gabby Grace Boutique.
At Gabby Grace Boutique. And I don't know if the camera can catch this, but I love the business card. I can tell she's definitely into marketing. She definitely has a degree, even the back of it. And that's just to inspire you guys to understand just the little things make a difference when you are an entrepreneur. Before we close, how much would something like this cost? Because people are looking like, I don't know if I can afford her.
You would not imagine. Okay. This is actually one of my higher price items.
Okay.
When I first started, nothing was over $40
Wow.
for a
okay.
boutique.
Wow.
Okay.
A boutique.
A boutique.
Nothing over 40.
Yes.
Wow.
This piece is $56, and it's my couture
Wow.
line.
Wow.
Yes, I have a couture line of things
Mhm.
that are a little bit different, a little
Okay.
bit edgy. This dress, I believe, is $39,
Wow.
but people have deemed me the dress boutique.
Wow. You do
I-
a lot of dresses.
I do a lot of dresses.
I see.
And
Wonderful.
generally, the dresses are no more than $42.
So guys, she's affordable. You can take $100 and you can make something big happen with Gabby Grace Boutique. But most of all, I hope that you've understood from April Talbot and us having a conversation today that there's greatness in you, and no matter who believes in you, who doesn't, no matter where you start, you may start with a marketing degree, end up owning a boutique. However it rolls for you, God has something bigger than where you are right now. Go for it, be great, show the world who you are. That's what Gabby Grace has done and is doing. I am Hot Chocolate. Thank you for tuning in. Can't wait to see you next time all over the world.